All right, guns on the table, ultimates start to appear. This is where the real fight begins. With Academy now. Oh, that margins.
Accolades in the tier 2.
Yeah, I think it's, and maybe with the middle of the pack, really. Right, I don't think we.
I think a lot of the liquid.
Who's a streamer who's, you know, joined the roster to try and make some work happen. I'm not quite sure if we've got a standing. And yeah,
for sure. Of a Polish
just a disclaimer for
well in
other one that we have now again.
Well in
yeah again.
Yeah, but
Try and figure out what is best.
לא הבנתי, אמקר ורזיס אין להם תמונה?
For this organization heading into this year, and honestly, they've actually put
a lot of stock on to take that common one to play off. I might get more than he bargained for if he's intending to peek deeply into this like B main choke.
A bit of a slow start here as Shaq Matt look to cross into this B side.
או, איזה אקסקיוט, תראו את שחמט, אחי.
That higher ground and space control, but it's Razis to find the first blood. Nera within the smoke. Razis doubles up. That's pretty damn good from Nami Esports already. There is a return.
מה?
Zesta holding on and Demic doing so much damage.
זה נבע לא בנה, אוקיי.
Shaq Matt on top.
לא, 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 לא. תראו, תראו. יואו, זה פאקינג ויילד. למה הוא עזב? הוא אמר להם, חבר'ה, תקשיבו טוב. אני יותר מדי טוב. בוא'נה, אמקר, תראה אותו. לפחות זה מחזיר על הג'אמפ שוטט שלו.
Spike only now crossing onto the site as both teams elect to play grouped up.
Right decision. Chest is pretty low HP. Is it even needed? Demek's able to get the 4K fully.
מה הולך, יניב?
Love to see a heat map of where he was positioned on this map because he seemed to just be everywhere with how aggressive both those players, the Jet and the Omen, were with pushing like be heaven.
כן, זה נבע בצבא.
It's something that we probably expect to see across this series in comparison to the last. It's just more aggression, more fighting, and exactly where you take these mechanical fights.
רוצה המשחק הבא מחר. ראית כבר את המשחק? ראיתי את המשחק. ראיתי את התוצאה, אבל לא ראיתי את המשחק.
Ouch. Marshall even for
רגע, היה לו אאוטלו?
finds that opening over on the A site. KO over there with a phantom to maybe try and get the orb. Find some space, see if anybody else is going to try and push up. Checkmate just playing a lot more disciplined, a lot more passive. Not really pushing onto the opponent's side of the map in the slightest. Nero's taking his time because he's the only one that's actually upgraded his gun outside of Bravo that went for the Sheriff.
Nero prohibited the use of utility for now, as KO's knife does connect. Does give for information for Shaq Matt that players around, close by. Look how Nami Esports are moving around, putting a lot of emphasis on that mid side. Bravo exchanges that angle for Amkar, covers it for him as Amkar himself looks to bolster up the defense of the B side, and that's the right thing to do.
Here,
the wave flows, provides extra cover, and it could be catching off guard Shaq Matt as it does drop. That cover for the one-way.
לא,
Again,
מוכנים את
the
הרביל.
double high-level cross for Shaq Matt has been successful. Nami Sports struggling to find the kills here.
תחכה לי, המצחיק, איפה אתה? תבוא, נו. לא הבנתי, איפה אתה? חוץ מנרו, אף אחד לא ישראלי, גם איגור הישראלי, המאמן. לא הבנתי, זנבה, איפה אתה, אחי? אתה בבית, כאילו?
The advanced arsenal of Shaq Matt seems to be taken over.
תגיע עוד איזה 20 דקות? לא, 20 דקות, לא יודע מה אני אחכה. תכבד, תחכה. וואו, קשוח מה שאתה... מה זה, יש לך לפטופ כאילו ומיקרופון? יש לך הכל? לא הבנתי איך תצפה. לא, לא, זנבה, עזוב, לא צריך אחי, אני לא עושה יותר מדי סיפור מזה, אני צופה בזה בקטנה וזהו אחי. לא, נראה לך אני אראה איתך מהטלפון, אחי, מה אתה עושה בדיחה?
I really like how both teams played that round, to be honest. Just the patience from Shakmat, but also, like you mentioned, Pavlos, like Nom moving and rotating around the map had a really good adjustment. Putting up the harbour wall, high tide to just provide some cover, but also gave Amkar a second to just put a camera up in a really aggressive spot to get information. It's some just good team play, just off the rip for both these squads on the latest map to be introduced to the game.
There's already a lot out there for this map, isn't there? So much cooking is being performed here.
Yeah, knowing it's one thing, doing it is a whole other. Especially for Nom that have not played any other officials this year.
That's true, and I've heard rumours that EMEA is way better at doing this at a tier 2 level than the Americas are, so I'm pretty happy about that.
תשמע, שחמט אחי, משחקים הכי לאט בארץ.
That's the advantage that we have as a region. There is a lot of teams in all sorts of different esports, not just Valorant.
Nice.
There you go. Bit of an exchange. The buys look fairly equal, right? Even. 3 rifles and a secondary, I guess. A Marshall and a Bucky.
Considering it's a bonus for Checkmat, that's not necessarily the best sign for Nom.
True. Razis might be putting the Bucky to good use. Smoke given over from Rare to help him out. You can smell something's off here. Something's weird. Something's eerie.
The smoke's weird, isn't it? It's just a bit of a question mark that's going to keep Checkmat interested in some of these corners.
Oh, Matt.
Another one. Razis spots one, gets ever closer and connects onto Demek.
He's out.
Beautifully done. Yeah, and I think he might even find a rifle. No, not quite. Nero gets shut down. Ooh, that is tough. That's an oopsie. 10 seconds.
לא, למה? הוא יכול להספיק את הפלנט עם השוטגן.
So we are looking at a post-plant scenario. Razis, again, closed off. You can hear that.
No.
Underneath. Oh, he finally gets it done. That Bucky has been the most influential gun so far for Nom Esports this round. Can it be again? On the site. Neffy backside finally quashed.
Nice.
And Amkar does the cleaning up near the spike. And it's enough to put Nom Esports on the board.
I mean, interesting bit of exactly where the cipher is.
וואלה, הפתיע אותי רזיס בראונד הזה. הייתי בטוח שזה לא יעבוד לו. המשחק הזה היה לפני איזה 3 שעות, משהו כזה?
I mean, if they use KO now, that Cypher utility is going to go down. He's way too close. Or he can just get that first kill.
Exactly.
Wow, nice flash.
High ground is all his, but he can't stay alive for too long. It doesn't even matter though, because Shaq
החזר.
got his bag. In Kozak, rather. He's got himself Hunter's Fury now. Off the back of the kill and the earlier orb collection. So an extra guarantee for this round, but instead of playing it passive, instead of playing it slow, they know they've got the numbers here, so they might not want to use it for this round and keep it for the later ones. They go aggressive. A high-low. Rare can't really break through. He's caught for resistance. Rare, though, doubles up, and now it's Chris on the hot seat. Oh, it's shaky. 10 bullets. He's being revealed again. Flicks on the one. And I think there's just enough time for Rare to get this diffused.
I think that's a bit of a misplay from Checkmat. Just like you sort of mentioned.
It happens. It looks so good for Shakmat so far. Just that, you know, these little mistakes add up. And Nom Esports are in contention.
לא מאמין שקוזוק לא פותח פה אולטי.
To bolster their economy. It's rather to put Neffy out of the fight for now, but he'll be quickly brought back to life.
All the Cypher utility on the defense is still up because the Cypher played so far away that the null command didn't hit him. So a bit more prep this time for Nom Esports to deal with it. But it is a 5 versus 5 retake on a notoriously annoying site to retake on.
Yeah, the cam hasn't been used yet either. Waiting for the ultimate moment to pick up all that utility. Demek knows that he needs to be aggressive.
תראה דמק, אחי.
He needs to put a little bit more pressure on. Oh no! Okay, grabs one throughout the chaos. Neural theft revealing the positioning of the rest. Neffy, backside, flash, causing more pressure. Rare is able to retaliate, but Kozak backside is a monster. Chris
Nice.
unable to find the clutch in the 1v2 yet again, as Nom Esports are retake monsters.
I mean, Checkmate just constantly keeping the aggression up. You got to admire how DMEC's playing, but in some of those instances, nobody can help you, nobody can trade. You're just running into three people and hoping for the best a little bit. Nom just, yeah, taking it easy. They read the play pretty well. The Cypher wasn't anywhere near the site, so none of that utility was suppressed.
This goes here.
I think it's just I want to get into some of these rounds a lot more. Checkmate still having money, just half armor buying consistently. There's no outlaw punish as of yet, but there is an operator on the side, so Razis can do a lot with that. He's over towards Ace, he's not going to find much information, however.
Here. Bread and butter. While this execute, you can tell.
אגיד לכם מה הבעיה. כשבן אדם עושה סוף האולט אחרי שהוא מתייג עם הדרון, זה לרוב הפעמים הרבה מאוד גרוע. זה מאוד פשוט, הוא צריך להבין איפה common spots שבן אדם הולך לעמוד ופשוט לזרוק לשם אולט. וזה מאוד גרוע לפתוח אולט אחרי סימון של דרון. כי זה מאוד קל, כל שחקן טיפה טוב יכול לעשות דודג' לאולט. במקום זה מה שאתה רוצה לעשות, זה לשים אולט ברגע שהם מתחילים את הריטייק. ברגע שנום מתחילים את הריטייק, הוא פותח מפה אולט ושובר אותם. יש ישראלים בנום, נרו וקוקי, קוקי הוא הקואוץ'. עכשיו הסוף האולט היה צריך לצאת.
And with it, Nom Esports start to maneuver in. Not traded just yet. No fights have taken forth. It's just all random shots across smokes. Razis able to connect this blade. Switches position with Kozak.
לא, זה לא הגיוני הטיימינגים האלה. איזה טיימינגים הזויים. Holy shit.
Narrow on the back flank, and that's all that's required for Nom to collect a fourth round in the bag.
Big ultimates used for the execute as well. Hunter's Fury from Kozak that doesn't hit.
כרגע שחמט הפסידו על זה, לא הייתי אומר רק בגלל זה, אבל רוב הסיכויים בגלל שקוזוק פתח האולטימה סובה.
Anything either, and then a cosmic divide from Chris, which almost helps Razis, to be honest. To be able to flank around, it takes Kozak's attention away from the main choke and kind of leaves Chester completely alone on the B side. These rounds are crazy. They're mental. And it's so hard to keep on top of what these teams are doing because they're just so fluid in their approach.
זה כיף לראות סטרים באנגלית.
There's a lot going on, isn't there? I mean, it's going to happen when there are 10 people alive, a spike planted, and a retake about to happen with multiple ults on the table. It's always going to be something. You need to be worried about a big mid-push coming in from Shakmat. Very far forwards. Is Nom equipped to deal with this? Vents pressured, Nero there. He's got to be cautious. Aldron not flushing him out just yet. Instead, deeper angle taken. Shakmat have got no right taking this win. But this is a switch that has caught Nom a bit off balance. Bravo off. Nero
good trade.
dealing with the one, but Demic is close to the fight. And has pushed Shakmat in pole position for this win. Razis not able to collect a pick off his dash away. Oof. And Chris connects through the smoke.
Whole different like change of pace from Checkmate to just start ganking and find a lot of these splits on people. The 2 versus 4 and a 2 versus 2 with 2 players only having rifles on Checkmate, but these positions are so hard to uproot from the attacking side.
I'm trying to see what the win cons here for Nom in this fight, but I don't think there are any. Every answer firmly gripped in their hands. And this time, don't take any aggressive, unnecessary maneuvers. Play it safe. Learning from their mistakes on the go. As only 1 drops in their process on winning a thrifty round against Nom Esports here.
Of noise from Neffy that came in, and Demek is able to peek around the corner and get the pick.
What can Red do here? It's a bit of a switch from what Nom have been going for so far. Kozok can read that something risky is going around, so attempts a spray. And nothing connects, so Rare's got an opportunity to go even further here. Sure, Kozok is holding the angle, but it's a matter of
דמיינו
time.
שהיה לנום עכשיו פלאש.
Oh, it
בשביל...
really might be catching Kozok.
לא,
Oh,
רר.
it's great. It's
Oh
off.
no.
So Kozak does pick up the kill.
על זה נאמר, האם לא חשוב.
Create some space instead. They're the ones that have been inflicted a severe amount of damage.
Good chance for Checkmat to just reset. Consider where they want to go now. There's no smokes on the side of Nom.
יופי של רוטיישנים של נום.
Other than Bravo stuff, he's had to rotate across. Hard position to actually smoke the choke from, but the execute's going to come in regardless. Hunter's Fury on the defense, stalling stuff out, see if he can get any tags. The hits Kozok, he goes down, but Chester's the one that peeks over the top and catches Razzies. See if he can
לא
get
הבנתי,
any
איפה
tags.
נרו מת?
The hits Kozok, he goes down.
אני בוכה. נרו נפל בזמן שהוא שם סבע אולט.
But Chester's the one that peeks over the top and catches Razzies.
תראו את המינימפ, הוא נותן מכה עם האולט והוא פשוט עף מהמפה.
Stalling stuff out, see if he can get any
תראו
tags.
עכשיו.
The hits Kozok, he goes down, but Chester's the one that peeks over the top and catches Razzies.
אני בוכה.
I think he just stepped back.
Probably. Probably trying to get a deeper angle on the cross. I don't know. Could have been on his attempt to jump and failing the jump. Forgetting to press space. I don't know. Could be anything. Either way, Trackmat definitely right back in the fight.
Check faults it downhill. I wonder how many of those 4 wins that none were able to pick up were like just 5v5 defusers, or equal number defusers.
True. Maybe pretty damn good on the post plants.
Interesting, Dimek.
וואי, תקשיבו, שחמט צריך להביא להם מכות, באמת. זה משעמם, הם משחקים, אחי. יואו, אחי, שחררו. באמת, מה זה הדבר הזה?
He's been allowed to do his exploration, do his thing. Quite some time now. Trackmat can read this. They definitely can.
Oh.
Underhand. And 3 players spotted, 1 collected. 40 seconds remain. Demek influencing the back line here. They do quite a bit. Seems like Nom is wary of it. Yeah, it is. But if Shakmat starts to put pressure in main, Nero will be forced to turn around, so will no longer be watched. He's pretty good with his timings. Now Amco is fully aware. Fully aware. Is there really a chance for Nom Esports here? Another pick, and there just might be. Nero does collect it, but without the upgrade and without awareness of Zester's angle.
Nom, after a timeout, after an eco, now have the operator in hand again, and that's getting super aggressive with this.
And he is. Gonna be a little bit more cautious, more careful. Here comes Zester. Damek as well is broken through to the back of the site. Trackmat have been pretty damn good taking it without losing too many players in the process, and this time completely clean. Spike planted. Nom. Bit disjointed. And every single one of these players are dropping like flies in the sky. Couldn't have been cleaner for Shakmat.
With the silliness aggression? Speaking of silliness aggression, look at where Rare is now.
It hasn't really paid off, has it, Ryan? This,
Not yet.
no. I'm just wondering when it will. If it will. Sure, I guess you can afford to go for something risky like this on rounds in this economical situation.
This is a good call.
Oof.
Very good
Very
call.
good call.
And that's a spike as well.
Okay, a real chance, a real opportunity here for Nom Esports. They just mustn't drop the ball. You've got two players.
לא, 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 למה הם כאלה פסיביים? למה הם כאלה פסיביים?
I think significant in their hands near the B site. They can't afford to fall here.
בעצם אין להם נשקים, לא משנה, בסדר. שמתי לב.
And this is the
Rifles
moment.
collected.
This where Checkmate have looked worse, right? When they've just had play disadvantages. They're forced to go and try and make plays.
Oh, Shackman might be completely turning the tides around here. Demek has been unleashed and he's causing chaos in his own cloudburst. Brings out the shorty and puts Nero to rest. Amcar, all that remains, and he's hoping to clutch this for Nom. This would be perfect if he could. But the high cloudburst. Got two players.
And that's a spike as well.
יש לנו גוסט ושריף. אנחנו רוצים לשחק ריטייק ביחד. אוקיי, בוא נניח, בוא לא נסתכל על התוצאה רגע וננסה להבין האם פשוט הריטייק היה גרוע. יש פה דרון. בזמן הזה מישהו מחזיק אוננגל שמה. פשוט מפיקים ביחד ושוברים אותם. אני חושב שהטעות פה, אני כאילו, אני אגיד לכם מה הבעיה עם הדרון פה. הדרון הוא כל כך איטי שזה מאפשר להם באמת לתפוס טיימינגים ולדחוף פה. מה שהיה צריך להיות פה זה רביל של נרו, או לפה או להבן, רוב הסיכויים לפה, ואז הדרון היה צריך לצאת. כי זה כל כך קל לתפוס טיימינג על הדרון, פשוט בזמן שהוא מדרין, מפיקים. ומביאים את הקיל עם הגן אדוונטג'. אתם רואים? פה היה צריך לצאת חץ לדיפ. זה לא הדבר היחיד אבל, כן? היה צריך להיות פה... היה צריך להיות פה עוד יוטיליטי שתומך בדרון, אולי הוולים של בראבו, ואז להכניס את הדרון דרך הרול. ואז אם הם מגלים שיש נגיד שחקנים שדחפו אזור מסוים, אז אין בעיה, תנו להם להישאר עכשיו, תדחפו את הצד השני. זה באמת ראונד שנום לא צריכים להפסיד.
Demek is just absolutely unafraid of fighting them regardless of whether they have a full buy or not.
Last chance for Nom. Last chance.
וואי, רזיס מחטיא מלא. תקשיבו, רזיס מה זה מקשה על נום? הוא לא הביא אנטריז מאוד חשובים כל המשחק. מחטיא המון. באסה שהוא החטיא כזה הרבה. זה מאוד הקשה למשחק.
Chester the same for an Omen player. He's an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, they've been super annoying, that's for sure. Let's see if they can be as annoying on the defensive. Nom made the mistake of being a little bit too intricate at the start and end up paying for it in a couple of instances. Falling by the wayside.
Completely open B-site, isn't it?
That's been a bit of a theme, hasn't it? Where the B-site is left vacant as mid-control is more important for the defenders.
There's no cipher utility, no cipher at all for Checkmate.
Which could be difficult for these retakes. That was a real power for Nom to have. Paranoia expended early. And that might be troubling. But at least it's still traded equally so far. Bravo holding on, a very deep angle that yet to be quashed. Kozak and Chris getting it all done. Oh, it's uncomfortable as they all run out of bullets, but Bravo is all that remains and he can't handle everyone at once. He's going to try and isolate, but Kozak is on fire on the Sheriff. So the pistol round win goes to Shackmat, continuing.
Wow, כמה וויפים. אני מה זה לא אוהב את מה שקריס עושה. הוא יכול בקלות לאבד פה טיימינג.
Should be a simple one.
להפסיד את הראונד.
Really hitting double digits already? It's got to be daunting to look at if you're Nom. I guess there's value to have played 5 matches prior to this game, 5 officials. Well, the debutants, Nom Esports, having a hard time adjusting. Although they have broken through.
מה?
Paranoia. Oh!
מה?
Well, the debutants, Nom Esports, having a hard time adjusting.
אוי, אני לא מאמין איך שהוא נפל מהמפה.
Although they have broken through.
ומה רר עושה? מסתכל עליו מת?
Sessa was looking down. Was that really? Wait, Raz's fell. Is this on purpose?
I don't know. I think there it was because he was hit by the paranoia on a little
Hello!
bit of
Yeah.
ground.
What the fuck is going on?
He just wanted to plant.
What the fuck is going on, chat?
Do you see the orbs?
זה לא נום נגד שחמט, זה נום נגד שחמט והרצפה.
When you get a tag on them and they drop and you
The
get
Teom.
afforded the
Yeah,
kill, do you get
sometimes it
afforded
counts as a
all points?
be in favor of Nom Esports. Who are looking again to just group up and go for a B, execute straight off the rip. They do have the reckoning from Bravo.
אחרי המשחק הזה נום הולכים לסרבר טיים, איך לא ליפול, איגור מסביר להם איך לא ליפול מהמפה.
But it's where you place it. You're up against Chester that has a
יופי
booking,
של
has the
אקסקיוט,
TP, so he can
ככה אני
maneuver
אוהב
around the
ערן,
map if he
כל
needs
הכבוד,
to.
באמת.
But he's
אתה
just
לך,
standing in the
איירן,
smoke.
אני אוהב את הקולים שלו רק כשאני אוהב את הקולים שלו. וואי וואי, רזיס במשחק חלש. רזיס במשחק מאוד חלש. מאוד קשה לשחק עם מקום של נום בלי דוליסט נורמלי.
If he gets this kill as well. Okay, at least order is restored. Look, for Shakmat, the guns aren't great. Only a bucket nearby for Neffy to pick up.
צריכים לסחוב את זה.
The Vandals all the way around.
Oh, he's
Not
got a
quite sure
wall.
if they really have the capacity to move inwards here. Recon available. Nom Esports should be able to have this. I don't think they should have too much difficulty. Kriz requires some magic to recover this. He is gonna
וואי וואי,
try
כמה
to cover
וויפים.
them, but yeah, those quick scopes aren't really going to do him any favors. The advanced firepower from Nom is exactly what they need. Nero's had his fair share of shock dart kills, but they need a lot more than that. 3 have fallen for Nom. Not the best case scenario, but around...
וואו, איזה משחק בעייתי של רזיס.
Them to go and take pressure and really start to crunch on them. The Demic was just trying to buy so much space and time, but nothing could be done with it. Another B execute from Nom, but this time, 3 players ready and waiting to fight.
Yeah, Demic's been given solo responsibility over the A site, while 3, actually 4 players, will be shutting down this B site. It's treacherous, and Nom, I don't think, have taken enough measures to deal with the defensive lines of Shakmat here. 4 versus 3. I'm just curious, how do Nom Esports break away? There's a Hunter Fury available, which is used. No tag just yet. No, there was one, so Rat is able to pick up
יופי של אולטי.
the damaged player. 3 versus 3, highly likely that Nom Esports will be getting this fight down. And Demic has now joined the fight. Operator. High ground.
מה?
Likely.
מה זה? הוא מפיק כמו שהייתי מפיק ב-2021.
And Demic has now joined the fight.
מה זה הדבר הזה?
Operator.
תראה איזה סיבוב
High
משאית.
ground. Nero finding a crucial kill, but Kozok is quick to answer, so still thin margins. Demic. That recon will force him to drop. Teammate making noise. Amcar, that's the right line to follow. Demic's barrel will be visible first. Nero connects onto Kozok as Demic distracts. I think that round should be done and dusted.
ראונדים של נרו,
Not
אחי.
needed that, they needed it so damn much. It keeps them in the fight.
אחלה ראונדים של נרו.
Bit of a switch of approach. Nom looking to be quite speedy with their attack into the A site. And they go. All 5 players bunched up together as we'll be looking at a 5v5 post-plant situation with Kozok looking to do damage with a Hunter's Fury. He's found a couple of tags actually. And the spike hasn't even gone down yet, and Shakmat are in close proximity. Sure, they've got pistols. Sure, this is not a scenario where you'd expect them to do all
וואי, אני מצטער, אבל רזיס, מה זה דופק את נום? זה כאילו, הוא בחיים לא שיחק ג'ט, ופעם ראשונה משחק ג'ט.
that much, but they have been dangerous on the sheriffs, and Chris is illustrating why you should still be cautious. Amka close by, is able to do a lot of spraying power, and a couple of Shakmat players are forced into a corner. I think Nom have done just enough to stay confident. No, what? Is this really a situation where Shakmat could win?
נייס, נרו.
Surely not, right? With utility still available, I think that's it. Yeah.
נייס. אבל באמת שרזיס משחק זוועה. זה... אנחנו חייבים... לא יודע, אחי. לא יודע.
Splitting like this, having two players on either side of the map on each of the sides.
כאילו, אני מאוד מקווה שהוא משחק ככה רק כי זה משחק ראשון שלו והוא לחוץ.
Because it's, you know, those players go down. 3v5 retake is attempted. Even a 5v5 retake hasn't been working.
לא, כאילו, זה שרזיס עכשיו פה בחיים זה נס. תראו, תראו מה הוא עושה. חשוף ל100 אנגלים. תראו. לא, 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 לא משחקים ככה את המשחק, מצטער.
Sure. That's true. Starting to get troubling. Shakmat aren't careful here. They might be giving away the advantage they've accumulated in the first half. Bit rough around
יופי
the
של
edges,
ג'אמפ,
but the double
נרו.
up means that Razis is able to collect
הבעיה שרזיס חטף 120 דמג' בזמן הזה.
in that exchange. Razis into the site, creating space, and Bravo takes advantage. 3v4. But look at those HP bars. Operator available for Demek. With shorty in hand in case anybody is close. Shakmat need to approach. They're so careful. They're wondering how far forwards Nom Esports could be. So they're taking a lot of time. And this is just working in Nom Esports' favor. Because they can just wait, they can just chill while the spike is frantically ticking quicker and quicker. Cloudburst, giving Demek some extra space. Ramses, a little bit further forward. Zesta all by himself, keeping in the spike position.
The fuck? לא, 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 לא.
But there's 3 different angles
לא
you
יכול
need
להיות.
to take care of in that angle, so yeah. Talking about information.
Using the KO knife for back sight because he's so late in clearing that position. And that's all the information they have to work with.
Talking about information, they did gather a couple towards the top of mid right now.
Right here.
Knowing that you've got the Jet and the KO lined up, you kind of can smell that something could break out. But yeah, I don't know what has happened. A lot of cautionary pings. No, I'm being very cautious. Careful. You want to be giving an earlier numbers advantage. Know that Matt would probably want to go for something.
רזיס עם הפרסט בלוד, let's go!
Things are slowly but surely becoming a little bit more comfortable for Nom as time goes on, but we are
טוב, עכשיו... יש את התחת, חבר'ה.
approaching the 50-second mark, and no real legway has been made to either of the sites.
למה אנחנו מפחדים מביפו שאם יש לנו קאמרה?
Really gambling on the A side, but also gambling on 50-50 crossfires and hoping that's going to be enough. The smoke is nice though on the attack.
אני לא אוהב אקסקיוט ב-30 שניות, הייתי מעדיף שזה יהיה ב-40 שניות, וזה אפילו לא 30, זה הולך להיות אקסקיוט ב-20.
Because it breaks up those 50-50 angles.
יש להם מזל שהם ניחשו על הסייט הלא נכון.
Players now need to look over into that spot just to see if it's going to be the A site. But this should give them any indication it's going to be a B execute. And they couldn't be further away to rotate in.
Narrow. Super important kill. Doesn't give Zester a chance. And yeah, even though Shakmat might have blades, might have a cosmic divide, that is not something they're considering to use this round. No, blades are used. Never mind. Maybe they were used earlier.
They were used at the start, yeah.
Yeah. Either way, all you're hoping for is just find extra damage. Make sure that Nom Esports don't have an impenetrable economy. Make them a little bit weaker on that front. Yeah, but they're not going to be able to do a thing. I think Nom might be running away with every single one of their rifles. And that's super, super important. sure.
But also, to be honest, when it has been a 5v5 retake, you've been too slow in order to do anything anyway.
תכף נדע מי ניצח מג'יק.
Yeah, it's weird. Idea.
Actually.
Yeah, I think Zesta already knows what's about to happen. And he hands the site over. Non-esports giving it for free. Some important utility though for Shaq and Matt that could help them in this retake. Oh no. That corner from Amcar in mid. Yeah, that was vital. Shaq Matt need kills and they need them quick.
It's nice from Nom here, actually. This position with a shorty is not going to be cleared at all from Demek.
Oh, it isn't. Nom continuously causing problems, causing issues. And Shaq Matt can't find the answers quick enough. It feels like they really have lost the ground underneath them.
Aggressive. He was blistering on the attacking side, and now is just nowhere to be seen.
Even though the score is pretty even, it's been a non-esports show for this second half.
Look at the money too, 8.4k, 8.1 for Amcar and Nero.
And it's only getting worse.
Nice.
Sort of hoping for Hail Marys here. Neffy with a Bucky in hand. Let's see how much damage they could find.
לא,
Not
לא,
too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Maybe with more assistance approaching. I'm not sure who's fumbling the back here or if it's all being picked up again. No, the moment Shaq Matt are given a glimmer of hope, it's all taken away.
5 HP Kozok. Shock Dart, Sheriff, that's the only guns that both players from Kegmat have to work with. Both of them coming from the same position.
One way thrown by Rare, hoping that close angle won't be taken anytime soon. Instead, both Kozak and Kriz taking up high ground. Drop heard, so you know
Oh
my
god.
The shock dart connects, that's perfect, but Rare's got the Vandal. Kriz has found one himself. He's probably going to ask Kozak to get onto the diffuse. Kriz, the adaptation. Shaq. Analysts as well, I'd be saying good luck, analysts, breaking this one down. But we're also the analysts and casters, so I'm like, good luck to me. Here we go. Zesta popping off.
Wow.
Amka's got the read behind 3v2. Shaq Matt have got the advantage. They know where the spike is, so Demek knows people need to get close to him. Kozok gets Razis on the cross. They just had to let this game get close, haven't they? They just had to let Nom have a taste of what it could be like to get a win here. And then just throw it all right back at them. That's just not fair. That's just teasing, Shaq Matt. That is just simply not allowed.
We've lost where the Cypher is though, and he's going for a crazy flank.
Surely
So
he
over,
can't win it.
yeah, he's watching his position. He's 17 HP.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the defuse is happening way too far away, and they know where he is.
Oh, nice try.
And there's no M here, really. Oh, that is
2 kills.
at some point.
Valorant action going on.
Shaq Matt have actually switched up the approach. They're actually taking the fight to non-esports, and it might not be anticipated at all. Razis, I think he saw a pixel, so he's a little bit more cautious. Cloudburst thrown, so Demek could be given an opportunity to move back. Reckoning drawn. This could give an opportunity for Nom to fight this. Still, it's Nom to get out on top on this fight. They know that Sesto's around, so they've got to deal with him. Up into the smoke, shorty fight.
Nice.
Get the kill. He wasn't even seeing his opponent. I guess it's a spray. I guess it happens sometimes. Yeah. Nom aren't willing to give up just yet. Paranoia in Kozok's face.
And I think it's especially cheeky to try to do that after a
זה
technical
VCL,
pause,
אחי.
you know. Oh, technical pause is done. All right, we are running at you. Says a lot that Nom were good to deal with it.
The thing is, the way that Shaq Matt ended up with the previous wins, the last 2 rounds that have put them on match point, weren't because of these aggressive maneuvers, were just because of Hail Marys inside of smokes and such. But that might
Oof.
work.
Oh my god.
Nice shot.
That is snappy by Razes.
His head hit the
4v4.
ceiling.
Yep. But it dropped with a bullet in its head.
Look at
Oh,
Russ's
he's
now.
Oh man, they're not going to expect this, are they? How many good...
היה לו
Yep.
סמוק?
But it dropped with a bullet
כן,
in
היה
its
לו
head.
סמוק.
Look at
זה
Russ.
מאוד בעייתי. מאוד בעייתי. מאוד בעייתי. לקחת... כאילו... בן אדם דוליס ב-VCL.
Oh man,
אחי,
they're not going
אין בעיה. האומן לא עשה את הסווינג. נכון, לפני הסווינג אין בעיה, צריך להחזיק, אבל... לא עשה את הסווינג. דפוק פה one way. דפוק דש אחורה. באמת כאילו, לא מקובל עליי הדברים האלה.
expect this, are they? How many good are you good for? Just the one is the answer. And even in a round like this, it's as close as it could be. 3v3, Bravo is low, but at least Nom Esports have got the spike down and the pressure is on Shakmat. Paranoia putting Nero further back. Now that's an interesting position to hold. Usually
Look
you
at
don't want
Amka.
anyone nearby. Zesta, higher ground, inside of his own smoke. That's going to deplete pretty damn quick, but they need to act quickly as well. Nero, not yet shown his ground just yet. The nebula is falling around him, so he's got cover. Zesta, quick to the react. You need to get onto the spike now. Cosmic Divide drawn. Chris knows where his opponent is, but
Nice
Amka
shot.
is clean with it. And overtime. 16 to 14 score. Or, yeah, something along those lines. No, that doesn't sound right. Either way, Shakmat start things off strong. Now the aggressors. Red tagged. They know of his position. 4v3. Spike not really heading in any direction just yet. So a couple of feelers on either side of the field. Zesta towards the right and Neffy towards the left. But not uncomfortable to put 3 players to the defense of this A side. Chips in all one basket.
Especially hearing the door broken, that's going to make you feel much better about this call. Which is whether Nero gets crunched on, and he's walking out with an Aldron in hand.
No.
What's he doing?
Didn't you hear that door break?
זה מיסקומס.
I mean,
מיסקומס
it's hindsight
רציני.
for us, sure, we can see what's going on. Hard to judge.
We're not going to assume
אני
that
מאוד
they're gonna
מקווה
break the
שאמרו
door
לו
like that
שהדלת
and then there
שבורה.
wouldn't be any follow-up. His team is just pure follow-up.
רגע, לא, הוא בעצם חייב לדעת שהדלת פתוחה. אחרת הוא לא היה מדרין. אז הוא כן ידע.
Well, history has told us
אני
that
כבר לא בנאום,
winning
משה.
on the defense has been the
אז
harder
למה
of the two.
הוא היה נאוור? טוב. הוא חשב כנראה ש... לא יודע.
The Shakmite. I'm still having difficulty pronouncing it, and this is nearly the end
I
of this
thought you
match.
said Chakmite, and I was like, oh, that's kind of good.
Oh,
Write that down, write that down.
write that down for next time. Brother first blood though. Shakmat needs something and they need it quick. Oh dear. And they're not getting it. They're absolutely not getting it.
Demic's still alive, so Lord knows what that's going to mean.
Yeah, this is another round of OT if I've ever seen it.
The wall cutting off everybody, though, is going to force them to split up, and this has been what Checkmate have struggled with on the defense. Time. Takes too long.
Demic somehow gets out on top from that trade, but is back against. Ooh. Having the Harbor ult already available. Can they do it?
Rise is off.
לא, אז נבע לא משחק מקצועי.
Aldron used tags the Omen, forces Chester to TP out. I don't know if he would have known that the operator would be the follow through there, but the aggressive angle that Razes is on, even if he dashes out, I don't think he's particularly safe here. Well, and the flash is going to bait him out early anyway.
Taking the angle again. Shooting Demic as he goes for the swing play. Updraft. Demic might have the better angle in this.
Oh my
Both of them having the same
gosh.
idea.
Oh, he's
Drawing
a
up the shorty,
dualistic.
but Demic is getting the best out of this situation. A 3v5. Nom on the back foot again. Attack being the best side for both teams. This seems near impossible for Nom. Although they've got quite a bit left for them. A paranoia, a well-placed one, and a pick could get them right back in the fight. Shakmat taking multiple angles. Paranoia eventually thrown. Nay, it's just a smoke to the back of the site. You need to isolate Demic here, but Demic has been quite a menace all game long, and that he will be again. Blades enabled for him. Can he find any more? Yes, he can. Oh, he's bringing on the fight to his opponents. Wants to do it by himself. He doesn't need to, though. He's done what he's had to. Planned efforts. So, the ones that have been one on the attack have not been because of pre-planned efforts. Demic, exactly what was needed. They are very much aware of the plan, and they've got 3 players on the defense on this B side. Shakmat, this could be it for them. Bravo retaliates, but it might be a bit too late. Nom Esports fighting with every last breath they have to try and stay in this game, but Shakmat have had enough, and they'll be winning this series against Nom Esports.
טוב, צ'אט, אני סוגר את הלייב, אני באמת אין לי כוח לשחק בכלל או משהו כזה, כאילו מה זה, תודה שצפיתם, רק רציתי לצפות בכם במשחק איתכם ביחד במשחק שלום. יאללה חבר'ה, אוהב אתכם, תודה שצפיתם, ויאללה, נתראה. ביי ביי.